Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
That's enough of you, Stevie Wonder. 10:09, that's the time on the 6th day of... You've never heard anyone tell Stevie Wonder no, have you?
No.
And I'm telling you, I'm moving up in the world. You know, this microphone, I got Bob Heil, he sent me a new one. But that sucker has just been playing fits with me. But I know that Jim Claywell is going to bring the heat. Breakfast for a Hero, 6th Annual Veterans Day Appreciation Breakfast. This is a really cool thing and just a kind of a great way to spend the Saturday with the veterans in our lives, the local community members, and just enjoy a nice breakfast. How are we doing?
We're doing great.
Yes, fantastic.
I'm excited for this. So Phyllis at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturday, November the 11th. I didn't realize this was 6 years in the making already. I mean, this is flying by.
Yep, time does fly by when we first started this. And again, it was Terry's idea. We always collaborated, our firm anyway, as what can we do to give back to the community? And this was Terry's idea. Let's do something for the people that did something for us. And it started out with just an idea, and we started out as sportsmen's. And what did we have?
Probably
20, 30, 40. Yeah, 40 the first
people.
year, and everyone enjoyed it. We didn't have the Gibson girls back then, but we had a great speaker, and people enjoyed it enough where it started growing. And next thing we learned about the Gibson girls, and we added those in there, and it's just absolutely taken off. Last year we had 225, and
wow!
As of right now we're at 150, but we're going to plan for 225 because there's a lot of people that come in at the very last minute.
Yeah, well, what I think is cool too is whenever you're able to bring in so many businesses and partners to put this on too, and that shows to you testament to how you guys are able, you're reaching the community, number one, but also everyone else's, commitment to do this really cool incentive. And just like I'm looking 8 different sponsors for this, that's got to feel pretty good too to bring everyone in together to do this. It doesn't?
Absolutely.
Well, and on top of that too, Best Western Premier, a fantastic venue for this. The venue hall is big. And now where is it at? Is it in the restaurant section of the hotel? Where's it at?
It's like the ballroom where they have all the events.
Really a great spot. And then it's great too because of the way it's wired. You can get sound perfect in that room.
Yep.
And take me through the layout of this. So what time does breakfast start, and then what time's the entertainment?
So breakfast is from 8 to 10. As far as the entertainment, there's not a select actual time. Just as we get to that part of the day.
I like it. Well, I think is cool, seriously, is it's a laid-back morning. You aren't going 150 miles an hour and going, it's 10:03, get them on stage. We got 30 seconds or we're out of our, time frame. And that's what makes it nice, just to have a nice, relaxing Saturday morning breakfast.
Right. And, in the past, we've had a speaker, a veteran. A couple years ago, we had Judge Sarah Smith, which she just rocked it, and everyone absolutely loved her. And we couldn't get her back. Last year we had Bill Enyart, and he did a great job as well. We thought we'd mix it up a little bit where we don't have a selected speaker, but we thought let's do like what CJ Nasello would do, an open mic.
Hey, oh, really?
Yeah, and we're going to allow the veterans in the crowd to come up and talk about their experiences, and it's kind of like, it's not so much it would be a slippery slope, because maybe there's some veterans that don't really want to go there and talk about that, and we understand that. Maybe the hardness of what they went through, can't even imagine. There's a lot of veterans that will get up and talk about their experience, so that's what we're going to do there.
Well, and especially, I really like that because, let's be honest, the veterans communities from wartime are getting older and older, and so the opportunities they have to maybe talk about some of these things in a group they feel comfortable in is getting less and less, frequent. So to provide that opportunity is a really, really unique incentive for this. A really cool one. And then add the entertainment on top of it and kind of mix and match it. Makes for a good Saturday morning.
Yeah. And the only thing that, when anyone plans an event, especially this time of the year, hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Oh, man.
And it looks like it will.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be nice. So
treat you better than the Halloween parade treated me, Well, and with it being inside too, it helps not worrying about, if it's going to snow this day or if there's going to be sleet. But like you said, really going to be a nice weekend. And how long are you looking for the veterans to speak? Is it just going to be talk as long as you want to talk? There's no, kind of guidelines, or is there a 10-minute maximum on this?
Well, we have one gentleman in particular that I know that would go on for a couple of hours, and we may ask him to start, but limit it to 10 minutes so other people can talk. I think it's very reasonable.
Well, and I mean, it kind of showcases too, because I'm sure at Claywell, you guys work with all walks of life, whether they're a veteran, whether they're a woman in business, you name it. So how cool is it for you guys as an organization, a company, to just kind of open your arms a little bit, let the hair down, and get to mingle with some current clients and maybe some perspectives that are looking for a more secure financial future?
Right. So we actually don't talk any business
Really?
at all.
That's cool.
It is totally 100% just a give back to everybody. There's no
That's
business
so
talk.
cool.
It is just, we are there to give them a free breakfast and a warm, welcome environment.
Well, see, now I didn't realize that. I always thought there was at least that's really unique.
No.
I mean, talk about really just a great way to say, hey, it's no work today, no business. We're just here for you. We're just here for you. That's it. Now, what's breakfast? What's on the menu? Do we know yet?
Well, it probably won't be McDonald's and Taco Bell. but no, Best Western does a phenomenal job. No. Although, Best Western does a great job. It's going to be your traditional, probably scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, and that. There'd be plenty of their coffee, tea. But what's interesting about breakfast, a few years ago, we had to adapt because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
And we did have the event, but we kind of didn't in its format because we thought, what could we still do? And we partnered with Sports Tap, and we had drive-through box lunches.
Really? No.
And so we were still able to take the orders of the vets. They would drive through, they'd have their order, and we'd hand it to them. And the look of appreciation was pretty amazing that even during COVID, we adapted and still honored them. That was really, really cool, and we had a lot of fun with that.
Well, especially like what you just said, it's just going that extra little mile, where to you, maybe working with the Sports Tab just to put this on doesn't seem that monumental, but for that veteran to be appreciated and have that time directed towards them, I'm sure it makes all the difference in the world. It's invaluable to really know that somebody in the community is still caring about you during a pandemic.
Right.
That's really huge. And what I think is really unique about this is just the collaboration. So how long does it take to put this on? So because you've done this 6 years in a row now, so it should, I don't know, does it get easier or does it get more and more where it's like, well, maybe we add this component to it or maybe we add this to it. What's it like in this year?
I think it pretty much is on autopilot.
Yeah.
We do adapt a couple different things each year. Just kind of on the back end, like nothing that anybody would probably notice, but we notice, like just for comfort of people, we are changing things up just a little bit this year. Speakers normally are different. We try to keep that a little bit different, but we always keep the Gibson girls.
Yeah, I mean, we lock them down before they start this Saturday. Oh, you're in for next year too. Okay. It's just automatic. Yeah, and they love doing it. They absolutely love doing it. They put the Army uniforms on and sing songs from the war era, and I'm telling you, that is pretty much the goosebump moment.
Yeah.
Because to see these veterans and their families, they're virtually crying, or they're singing along. Yeah, there's to us anyway. It's nothing better.
Yep.
Oh, I
Up
could
dancing.
Yeah.
My favorite year was the year after we came out of COVID, and we were all together in the room, and the Gibson girls, and like just to see everybody in a room together, up, smiling, dancing. People had tears in their eyes, and just the camaraderie in the room, no matter what division of the services you were in. Like it really was amazing to watch.
That really is. It's just fantastic. Do you have a moment to stick around? Let me pay one quick bill because I want to talk more about this and make sure we get all the details. It's 10:17 on the 6th day of November. A quick break. We come back. Daily show on a Monday. Hit you next in downtown Alton.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Daily Show on a Monday. Jim Claywell, Terri right in front of me. This is really cool. So we're talking about the 6th annual Veterans Appreciation Breakfast. Breakfast for a Hero. Now, we were just talking during the break. For all of you that are kind of interested, maybe you went last year, want some more information, this isn't just for veterans. It's for their families as well.
Yep.
And with that being said, RSVP, we were kind of talking about that. This is a pretty important caveat to the breakfast. And honestly, I wouldn't even have thought of it until we were kind of talking last week and today. It's the headcount aspect, correct?
Right.
So what's the best? Because RSVP technically a little bit past the wayside, but we can still RSVP now if we are able to come on Saturday, and it is needed, correct?
Yes.
And it's just the headcount aspect, right?
Right. Yes, we need to plan for how many seats there are going to be, how much food there's going to be, and how many people to expect.
And, well, I could only imagine. You had how many last year? 225, right. 250? Did you imagine it going, hey, Best Western Premier, knocking on that kitchen door going, hey, we have about 75 more plates if you can find them back there. I mean, that's difficult to kind of move on the fly, and just that RSVP helps that kind of a logistical confusion that could create, huh?
Yes. And I mean, even last year we did. Obviously, there's usually a few scragglers that have not actually RSVP'd. And I think we accounted for a little over 200 because we had a little under 200 that was RSVP'd. But we keep count, and we did have about 225 last year.
Is it surprise you with how many veterans and their families truly are in the area? Because sometimes, I mean, it's just a number that I wouldn't really look at and go, wow. I mean, this is pretty amazing. We got a lot of veterans here. Does that surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't. I mean, if you think about how many people are just in this area, and there's different generations of it also. So,
well, it's just amazing because when you hit me with 200 last week, I almost fell out of my chair, Jim. I really did, because I thought that's incredible, and a way to really celebrate for free, not only, like you said, the veteran, but their families, just to kind of enjoy that couple of hours just to celebrate them, and that's a really cool thing to have. But so right now we're at 150.
We're about 150, and again, I think that the success of this over the years is the fact that the veterans had such a good time.
Yep.
They go tell their veterans friends that couldn't make it, and next thing you know, they're coming. So they sell it, and rightfully so, because they had such a good time to be honored, and the Gibson girls and a great speaker, and it's like, you got to come to this. And so the veterans have really brought other veterans.
Well, and just going back to the first segment that we had, and making it just about that. It's not you're getting a meeting or a presentation for 5 to 10 minutes. It's just to say thank you, enjoy your morning, enjoy your breakfast, and just enjoy your family and enjoy a great time. That, to me, is the biggest price of admission right there, the most valuable.
And we've had a few businesses that inquired about being a sponsor, but they wanted to put their wares out, and we're like, no, this is not this environment to do that. It's all about them. We don't want the limelight. We do say appreciation to the sponsor, certainly to pull this off financially, but that's it. I mean, there's no presentation. There's no business cards. And in fact, we really abstain from that. We don't want to do that. It's all about them.
I mean, I really 100% agree with that because it doesn't make it feel like we're forcing this upon you. You know, it's just a really cool way to say thank you. And I think that's why, like you said, Jim, it's why it keeps growing because they aren't getting hit with sales stuff. They're just open the doors, come in, enjoy, listen to some good music. And then now this year, tell your story. This open mic is going to be really powerful, I think. I can only imagine how many great stories we're going to hear. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about it?
You know, I feel like it could go either way.
That's a good point.
I'm like, I hope it is very successful and people do want to share, but, you know, like Jim hit on earlier, some people
That could be.
aren't comfortable with sharing, especially in a room of, a possibility of 200 people.
Right now, a minimum 150.
Right.
You know what I always found, and this is so fun, a weird correlation. When I go every year to speak to the high school kids for CEO, it's about 50 maybe, and the smaller the group is, like from 100 down, the worse it is for me to speak because I can read their faces a lot clearer. You know what I'm saying? Well, and too, if you're at home, you can RSVP. Just wait till after the segment's done so no one's phone starts buzzing. 618-433-8881. 3 8s and a 1. That's 618-433-8881. And this is a really cool opportunity. If you haven't been out here, have you had some repeating characters that come each and every year with their family and just love it?
Oh, yeah.
Really? That's what I was wondering. If it's become, because the long standing now, 6 years is a long time for an event, that it's just going to keep growing and have more and more families kind of add on to this and just make it a fun Saturday.
Right.
And have you noticed, it seems like, to me, because I talk to the Post all the time, we have VFW on and they kind of talk about what's going on. Does the age keep getting a little bit higher? Or are you starting to see some younger veterans coming in with their families as well?
You know, it is a mixture.
Really?
It really is a mixture. Cool. You know, there are, the older generations, but there are the younger ones also. Yeah, it's a good mixture in the room.
And again, whenever Veterans Day lands in the week, we always have it on that day. I think the good thing about Saturday, though, is maybe we'll get a few younger veterans that are working during the week, but now they can come because it's on a Saturday. Or I think next year it could be on a Sunday. So that, I think, will help.
100%.
Yeah.
And now, how long are you going to take RSVPs for? Just today, or are you going to take them for the next couple? How does that work? Because we are past the deadline.
Yeah, well, as I get ready to call when we're done here, David Knowles out of Best Western and give him a rough head count, but we're going to have to fudge that number up because we know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to say let's plan for the same number last year, 225, and see what happens. Because there were a lot of people, not even 5 days before, but 24, 48 hours before calling
Morning
in.
of.
Oh, there were a ton. We had mornings ofs. And then we had, 10 or 15 walk-ups the day of, no announcement or anything. So we'd like to plan for that. Well, and I wanted to ask you this because after just hearing you guys talk and knowing now, because last year I never asked you about the not having material from businesses out there. What's it feel like just to see, the mission of what you guys were doing with this breakfast, it's met because you have hundreds of people walking in with their families. Did you ever have time last year just to kind of take a breath and go, wow, 225 people in here for free to enjoy Veterans Day? I don't know how I'd react. I really don't.
You know, for me, it's, every year it just gets more and more. And, like you said, do you have repeats? People, when they walk in, they're like, oh, hey, and they give you a hug. And then, afterwards, they're like, they want to stop and just say thank you and give you a hug. It's really one of the most rewarding things that I've ever been involved in my entire life.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. I guess the thing that hits me the most is when they are leaving, smile on their face, just, hey, thanks for putting on a great show and the whole program, and that gives us all a great deal of satisfaction.
Absolutely. And for all of you that are just tuning in, we've been talking about Breakfast for a Hero, the 6th annual Veterans Day Appreciation Breakfast, powered by about 8 people in the community, and we'll make sure that at the presentation you hear those partners. But from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturday, November the 11th at Best Western Premier, that's at 3559 College Avenue in Alton. free to all veterans and their families, their immediate families, and I think that's a huge incentive. And is there anything I'm forgetting about besides the special presentation by the Gibson girls?
No, I would like to, a shout out, thank you today for our other sponsors. Besides Claywell Asset Management, we have Roberts Ford. Sam's always been a great contributor of this, as he also is a veteran.
Absolutely.
Gent Funeral Home, First Mid Bank, Gerard Fisher's American Family Insurance, the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, Miller King Law Firm, and USA Mortgage. Also, we'd like to also thank our media sponsors, which do include Big Z Media. I think you've heard of them. The Telegraph and RiverBender. All of those great media partners, including CJ Nasello.
Thank you. No, thank you. That was the one that was in big bold right here that said, "Please, Jim, read me." No, no. But I was going to hit on, because as you were reading those, to see everyone coming together for this. It's not a competitive thing. Just to be there for our veterans, their families, I think is such a cool thing. And for you guys to really put this together and be the spearheader of it is a big thank you too, because to get multiple organizations, doesn't matter who you are, just come out, support it, and support our veterans. It makes it great. Just all the sponsors, the media partners, you guys did this right, and it keeps growing year after year.
Yeah, thank you. And our sponsors that help are kind of like the Gibson girls. We just assume they're going to do it every year. You guys are going to do this, right? They would miss you.
But joking aside, you're right. Because if we didn't have people like the media, and whether it's here, whether it's in print, whether it's in the AM dial or FM, to be a part of this and the great businesses that are putting this on, it'd be a little bit tougher to do it. I'm sure you guys would still find a way like always.
Sure.
But to have that support is a really cool thing. And really just the best of luck ahead of Saturday. And if you haven't RSVP'd, I hope this is working, 618-433-8881, or you can email Casta, all caps, CASTA, period, Zipman, ZIPPMANN at RiverBender.com, or just call that number, 618-433-8881. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Am I forgetting anything?
No. Thank you very much for having us on. We salute all our veterans, and we salute you too.
Oh, thank you. Well, I just honestly, I salute you guys, because to come out and do this is a really cool thing. Not a lot of people do this, and just to have a free, flashing business signs, no sales stuff, just come in and enjoy. And that's Breakfast for a Hero this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll take a quick break, and our daily show will continue at 10:30 after a quick one in downtown Alton.